Then the Lord said to Moses, Pharaoh's heart is unyielding. He refuses to let the people go. Go to Pharaoh in the morning as he goes out to the river. Confront him on the bank of the Nile. And take in your hand the staff that was changed into a snake. Then say to him, The Lord, the God of the Hebrews, has sent me to say to you, Let my people go, so that they may worship me in the wilderness. But until now you have not listened. This is what the Lord says. By this you will know that I am the Lord. With the staff that is in my hand, I will strike the water of the Nile, and it will be changed into blood. The fish in the Nile will die, and the river will stink. The Egyptians will not be able to drink its water. God then gave Moses certain instructions that had to be followed to the letter. The Lord said to Moses, Tell Aaron, take your staff and stretch out your hand over the waters of Egypt, over the streams and canals, over the ponds and all the reservoirs, and they will turn to blood. Blood will be everywhere in Egypt, even in vessels of wood and stone. Moses and Aaron did just as the Lord had commanded. He raised his staff in the presence of Pharaoh and his officials, and struck the water of the Nile, and all the water was changed into blood. The fish in the Nile died, and the river smelled so bad that the Egyptians could not drink its water. Blood was everywhere in Egypt. The Pharaoh was hardly moved, however, as Exodus notes. But the Egyptian magicians did the same things by their secret arts, and Pharaoh's heart became hard. He would not listen to Moses and Aaron, just as the Lord had said. Instead, he turned and went into his palace, and did not take even this to heart. And all the Egyptians dug along the Nile to get drinking water, because they could not drink the water of the river. Here's where things get very interesting. Alien blood from the skies. In the summer of 2001, something very ominous occurred in Kerala, Western India. It was something that harked back to the biblical plague of blood, quite out of the blue, and beginning on July 25th, the heavens opened up, and rain poured and poured. This was no normal rain, however. Rather, it was red rain. Blood-red rain. The deluge continued until the latter part of September 2001. Rather incredibly, in no time at all, theories developed that the blood-red rain had extraterrestrial origins. One of those who commented on this matter was a physicist at the Mahatma Gandhi University in Kottayam, Godfrey Lewis. He described particles of the rain as having a biological appearance, and suggested they may have reached the Earth by hitchhiking on the tail of a comet. In addition, an expert in the domain of microbiology, Milton Wainwright, brought up the matter of alien bacteria with regard to the red rain of India. In light of the 2001 events in India, we might be wise to consider the possibility that, thousands of years ago, Egypt was targeted by something akin to the red rain of India. The work of ETs? Betting against such a scenario might be a big mistake. When insects attack. Let's now consider no less than 4 of the plagues that hit Egypt. As you will soon come to appreciate, there is a very good reason why I have chosen to combine these 4 plagues under one particular banner. They were the plagues of frogs, gnats, flies, and locusts. The following extracts from the book of Exodus provide graphic imagery of how the Egyptians were affected by these particular attacks. 7 days passed after the Lord struck the Nile. Then the Lord said to Moses, Go to Pharaoh and say to him, This is what the Lord says. Let my people go, so that they may worship me. If you refuse to let them go, I will send a plague of frogs on your whole country. The Nile will teem with frogs. They will come up into your palace and your bedroom and onto your bed.